Yeah, the new trends is most basically it all becomes from the pressure to develop vehicles faster, to bring in more models. So basically, people cannot afford to have a very lengthy development process. They want to shorten it. So a lot of simulation tools being used in terms of development on one side. And these are exciting times because we have multiple powertrains today working on. So, that gives us more opportunity to work on one side on electric, one times on the traditional ICE engines, but with alternate fuels. So a lot of work is being done by us in that area and testing them. And at the same time, hybrid is also there. So yeah, so these are hydrogen is anyway coming in when you talk about the heavy commercial vehicles today. People have started working towards hydrogen. We do not know which one is going to be running or all of them are going to run. But yes, these are exciting times. On one side, we wanted to do faster development, a lot of simulation work being done to accelerate the development process. And on the other side, we work on multiple powertrains. So these are two exciting areas that I look at. I think the best way to do is with collaboration. So mostly exchanging models. Okay, so working in the software in the loop, hardware in the loop. If I'm developing, for example, a braking system, and if I have a vehicle model, or if the OEM gets the brake model, that they can test it at a very early stage and see that, okay, this specification fits the best. So then that accelerates the development, whether it is a braking system or a steering system or a tire model. So either way, I think people have started, using a lot of simulation tools in the software in the loop, hardware in the loop, model in the loop, let's say, and then in a simulator to accelerate. So you see in this conference, I think this is one of the first conferences where I hear the use of simulator so many times. So you see that the industry is going towards this. See, vehicle dynamics is a lot is influenced by the chassis, right? The chassis components and the chassis itself. So you talk about the tires, you talk about the steering, the braking systems, and then the associated control in terms of ABS, ESP, and things like that. So these are all, most of it is now tested in every stage. Yeah. So that's where I see that there is a massive improvement in terms of vehicle dynamics in the traditional vehicles. On the other side, I do not want to name, but I've tested some imported models from outside in terms of electric, but I see that they're still catching up. Let's say there is a room of improvement because electric brings in a different type of challenge in terms of the battery weight, in terms of where the motor is placed. The CG is a little bit lower. It's good in a way. The CG is lower, but then you don't hear the traditional engine noise coming in, so you hear something else. So the feeling inside is a little bit different. The accelerations are very fast with the motor. I can ramp up to a very high speed very quickly. So that brings a different kind of a challenge for the passenger sitting in. So you need to adapt to that. The ADAS systems bring a different level of complexity that with the emergency braking, then it is very sudden. Yeah, and you feel jerks. So people are working towards how do we improve the comfort inside in terms of these new technologies that are coming in the vehicles. When I was in school, I used to drive a Bajaj Super, okay? And we have to balance it. So today we are looking at two-wheelers which are self-balancing. And probably we are looking at overhead displays on two-wheelers. Can you imagine? Yeah. So there is nothing there on the cluster anymore. So you might be able to see that. Going forward, a lot of people are working towards that. Yeah. So already people have started using the motor for braking. So new technologies in terms of advanced braking is being done. So you will have better handling in terms of two-wheelers. In three-wheelers, I think my company already is setting up a benchmark in Excel Motors by adding a wheel to a three-wheeler in the front, adding an additional wheel. Yeah, so two wheels in the front, which makes it more stable in terms of vehicle dynamics. So that's innovation in a three-wheeler. I think nobody has done such an innovation in a couple of decades now in three-wheeler. So that I see that. And in terms of cars, it is massive. Everybody's working towards different technologies. The car is going to be connected. Yeah. Innovations in terms of services already started. Yeah. If there is an emergency situation, automatically even the company calls up because they understand that emergency activation has been done. So I feel that ADAS is going to be good in the future in terms of technology, connected and ADAS. Yeah, the sensors are going to be better. The algorithms are going to be better. Probably it will be more user-friendly going forward. Commercial vehicle side, I see people already working towards implementation of ADAS, and in terms of the powertrain, they are also looking at going electric. So you can see massive motors coming up, high torque, so high torque, low RPM, high power motors coming across. So you will see trucks. There are many mining applications, and so where an ICE engine, you have a lot of pollution, so you cannot breathe inside so much. So you have to switch off the vehicle, and all the labor comes out, and once it settles down, then only you can go and work. Electric means you can just drive in and do the work there. So there are a lot of pockets in which commercial vehicle electric is going to be coming up. I think India is already a good hub for global development. You see, if you look at many global companies, they have now tech centers in India employing thousands of engineers for basically designing and development of vehicles. You have massive number of teams working on even advanced technologies like ADAS, on braking system or even system level. A lot of people are working already in India. So many OEMs and tier ones have set up shop in India. So it's only going to improve as test facilities are increasing in India. So we are also putting up more test facilities, all the others as well. So as the knowledge is increasing, and people have realized that for products like autonomous, if somebody creates something for India, just imagine, will there be a place where it doesn't work in the world? We have been working on trying to bridge the gap between tier ones and OEMs, let's say, in terms of helping them to develop their products faster. So we are, for example, vehicle model or a component model development is a very major issue when it comes to development of a new product, when it's at a very early stage. So there we are right now doing a project where we are able to, let's say, help the tier one manufacturers, for example, a tire manufacturer, to develop a vehicle model, and where they can do testing of their tire model at a very early stage for a certain vehicle, and then develop it as per the requirements of the OEM very quickly. So so we have been doing measurements on KNC systems. We have been doing a lot of vehicle dynamics measurement using optical camera-based systems for suspension measurements, using wheel force transducers, INS systems, robots in the vehicle, and we have been doing work on the driver-in-the-loop systems with our collaborators in Germany. So a lot of work is being done in this. It's still work in progress, let us say. We've already developed some models, and we are working towards just completing this project where we are able to take this dynamic data directly into a simulator and helping tier ones to develop their products very fast, whether it's a steering system, braking, or a tire, or a suspension, either ways.